Hey, what's up guys? YouTube channel. This is our first time going live, so bear with me a little bit. Give me a thumbs up if you can actually hear me. I want to make sure that the microphone is working properly. But we got a really cool project that we're pouring right now. Check out this view. It's going to be for a 36 wide, 55 foot long metal building. It's gonna have a mezzanine, it's gonna have a balcony. It's gonna be spectacular. But I'm gonna do a little walkthrough of this project. Again, don't forget to subscribe, guys. Well, more than likely, if you're watching it, you're probably subscribed. So, but I'm gonna talk about this foundation because it's an engineered foundation. Just talk a little bit of the differences of getting an engineered foundation and just about what's going on here. So let's get this video started. Give me a thumbs up, leave a comment right now if you have any questions on this project. We're basically pouring right now, so about to do a little walkthrough on it. We're in Scroggins area by Mount Pleasant. You can see right there we got the concrete truck, and then we got the pump. So why do we need a pump? It's really hard to access this slab and really get the concrete trucks really close up there. And then in the back over there, we got about 6 foot off level. It's a lot of fill that was brought in. If you watch our YouTube channel, we did also piers where we went down underground about 15 foot. We did about 25 piers, and those are supporting this slab here. So what are we doing with this slab? We're doing a 36 wide, 55 foot long, 16 foot tall to the eaves, and then it's got the 612 pitch. So it's gonna be a spectacular metal building here. So stay tuned, it's gonna be all blacked out. Well, it's got some dark gray and black. Got a wraparound porch. It's gonna have a mezzanine, a balcony. I mean, take a look at that spectacular view. This is the perfect metal building to have a balcony. This is an engineered foundation. So just like compared to just any slab, an engineered foundation I recommend for residential if you're gonna be living in it, or if it's commercial, obviously. Or some other specific scenarios. If you're going to be removing a lot of trees, if you're going to have more than like 2 foot off level, I recommend to have an engineered foundation. We're using number 5 rebar, stirrups. So basically stirrups is what ties to make a square, and those are every 24 inches. You don't really see those very common in just regular slabs. This is a 6-inch slab. So if you got 6 inches, recommended for heavy vehicles. It's extremely reinforced slab. Right there we got this drain. And this drain is where, when he parks his RV, if it's got water, it's gonna drain towards that drain. And obviously all this is the rough ends. We don't currently do rough ends. We do work with your plumber, your electrician. Do we build in Bowie? If it's Bowie, Texas, yes we do. Yes we do. Thank you for your comment. If you guys have comments, leave them. So right here we're gonna have, I mean this building is like all out. So we're gonna have a 12 by 12 overhead door. So it's not a roll-up door, it's an overhead sectional door. And then we got a 16 foot wide overhead door over there with the glass windows. Now, since it's 10 foot tall and the eaves are going to be 16, it will have high tracks. That way it doesn't go like this, but it goes up. Follow the roof line type of tracks. These are our notch detail. Once we remove the forms, it'll have a nice, so no water is coming in through your concrete. I can't stress enough how much this is actually a big problem, having water coming in through roll-up doors or overhead doors, because the concrete is not done right. I'm not a big fan of the ramp, more because the rail doesn't necessarily sit flush to the bottom side, so there's always a little gap under the doors with the ramp. So, but the ramp is still better because you don't have water coming in. Basically, what I call a ramp is just like a little slope. That's kind of very common. I see it out there. This one's a little bit more dangerous because if you don't do it right, then the concrete guy a lot of times doesn't want to be held responsible for it if it's not done right, specifically for the metal building. You can see here our weld plates for our I-beams that we're going to be doing. So right here on this side is going to be like the workshop, and then over here it's going to have like a chill area, living area. Obviously it's going to have a mezzanine, and then over there is like the shower. Now if you're going to have an island, you want to run your electrical pipe or conduit under the slab if you are going to have islands. So that one I do recommend if you're going to be doing electricity. Right here where I'm standing is the actual, let me get out of the way, is the wraparound porch. And then here's going to be a balcony, a 2-story, basically a balcony with rails. I mean, everything you can imagine in this building, anything you can imagine for a metal building, more than likely is going to be on this project. And then a spectacular sun view. Yes, we do build in Bowie. Wait, Bowie is close to Fort Worth. We're actually based in Fort Worth. Again, guys, there are certain scenarios where I recommend engineered foundations. This one has internal beams every 10 foot. So internal beam here, internal beam here, here, and it just kept going that way. If you're in like areas, especially Fort Worth area, Tyler, heading down to Houston, if you have expansive soils, you definitely do want internal beams. Here in Texas, there's a lot of ground movement. So guys, I hope you enjoyed a little bit of this video. If there was something I probably should have talked about a little bit more, leave them in the comments. That way I can remember for next videos. Trying to improve a little bit and really just provide you guys a lot of value when it comes down to, how to plan for a metal building or what is it that you should be on the lookout for. So, man, guys, it's getting hot. If you're looking to get a project, right now it's extremely hot. So our concrete work, even our metal buildings, but mostly our concrete work, falls a little bit behind because the guys can't keep up. Sometimes you take a lot of breaks around with this excessive heat around midday already. So just be mindful of that. When having expectations for delivery, and this is around the industry. It's extremely hot in Texas right now, and our guys are working hard, but it's hard on the body. Alrighty, guys. Well, if you guys have any more questions, leave them in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next one.